Welcome back to this horrible waste of time that Logan is putting us through. Part 2.
Good grief, the comedian's a bear!
The aerial harp will give me the hunter the chance to reach the skies. Yeah, there's a lot of peace in here. So we've been sent down here by that old woman in the last part that we had to tell Hype about. Because Hype, how was that Flash episode you saw?
Well, basically, just to give context, the day that we recorded part 1, I did not find out until, after I got onto the couch to watch the episode with Mom. It was a rerun of a previous episode, but I was like, oh shoot, then I guess I don't have to watch. Then I got back and realized, you know what? This isn't a good game, so it's a win-win for me.
You know what? This ain't too bad.
Yeah, you got your satisfaction, Dick?
Yeah, but you're here with us now. We're not even that much further into the game than you were when you left.
And
Also,
honestly,
because we took a long break.
Also, we took a
yep.
long break. This is like we're recording this a month after episode 1, and by this point, I actually have a PS4 now. Again,
Which means that
with Devil May Cry 5.
yeah,
and hopefully we can get him the HD trilogy so we can do 3
Yes,
and
please.
4. Is 4 on PS4 yet?
Yeah, I have that on.
All the Devil May Cry games are on PS4.
Awesome.
Yep.
And I'm still covering. I can still cover DMC.
Yep. Actually, I feel
That'll be
like
fine.
James should cover one.
Huh?
we already did DMC
Nah,
one,
he's
though.
not.
No, that was Logan.
No,
That's Logan.
I
meant DMC capital D. Look, he's fine.
The remake.
Yeah, which I'm now
Or
going to
reboot,
call
I guess.
DMC.
Meant to
That's
call
how
it a
the
reboot,
titling-
but I still get the point you're making.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
I can cover that one. It's fine.
I mean,
The gameplay actually doesn't look too
I was
bad.
actually going to suggest that James do. That James do 3.
Well, I can't record it either way because I don't have a PS4.
well, I mean, it is
Would
coming
you-
out on Switch relatively soon. Which, yeah, that news came out in between parts.
Yep.
So
I mean,
I didn't know about 3. I know we saw the trailer for 2, but yeah. That's right. No, sorry, my bad. They did confirm 3 is coming out. Fine.
yeah, 3 is coming out in February.
Nice.
Just in time for
So
Valentine's Day.
I can't promise I can do the game for the channel, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to give it a chance. I mean, as far as Capcom games are concerned, I think I'm much more liable to do the likes of Onimusha than Devil May Cry.
And that's fair. So yeah, we can have James cover Onimusha, and Matt can suck it up and do 3 Devil May Cry games, just like I'm doing 3 Devil May Cry games.
Oh,
That's
fine. Okay, can I just admit though? I think I mentioned this in a previous part. I have not beaten 3. Full
How far
stop
did you get
admittance.
into 3?
I never beat 3. I never.
No, he's asking
beat
how
3.
far did you get?
Oh, how far did I get? I want to say 3/4 of the way.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. It's just that it's also been like what 6 years since I played that game. So
Just because I didn't use that many items. Okay, so this puzzle's kind of a dumb puzzle. All you gotta do is there's no timer. You just have to try and keep destroying like 8 of these little orbs. You can see how many I've destroyed by counting the blue fires in the background.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Nuts.
Well,
It just takes a little bit. Again, I have infinite time and infinite tries to do this. It just takes a little bit of time.
well, this try looks like it'd be
So
easier
this
since
puzzle
they're grouped
literally
close together.
just is here.
Ah, devil damn it.
Yes, it's just here.
Devil
There's no real,
May Cry,
go
damn
here.
it.
Okay, there
you
you
know,
there's
a
no-
Mario Party song would not have been out of place there.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da.
But yeah, just honestly, that story about him not being Devil May Cry 3 kind of reminds me of how, like, even though I've owned it for years, I still never got around to finishing Hulk Ultimate Destruction. Partly because I've just been distracted by a bunch of other games, trying to improve on my art, different voiceover gigs, and so on and so forth. I just need to find.
Remember when we did Go ahead.
Also, really quick fun fact: I've actually never even beaten 4. Because and here's wait, never mind. I have beaten 4. My only problem is I beat it when that first came out. Yeah,
Ah,
I
so
beat it
you
when it
got some
first.
practice.
Yeah, it has been, and I got it on my PS4. I just never replayed it. So yeah, it's
You got some
11
practicing up to
years.
do.
11 years of practice ahead of me.
Matt.
Between that and 3.
Matt,
Yeah.
if you would promise to do it, I could help you get an Elgato, as opposed to having to use the dang PS4 capture thing.
Yeah, I can do that.
It would help.
Yeah.
Ah,
Coolio.
I'm not gonna lie. I was.
My only problem is that I don't think my computer has enough space. And
that's
I
actually.
don't think it's,
and
I think Elgato take. Oh wait, actually, yeah, for the sake of the video, that
yeah.
makes sense.
And also,
Let me check.
And also,
I can check like an example.
And also,
Go
here's
ahead.
something that I really like about the PS4's like video recording. If I like the video it'll just be on my console, and I can immediately just send it to my laptop, like
YouTube.
or
laptop.
I can send it to my YouTube channel as a private video.
Well, there's also the matter that you still have to take care of whatever editing is necessary.
Yeah, and I would do that by, yeah. But even then, like, there wouldn't be as many, like,
Oh.
I'm sorry, just him shooting the gun sideways looks like he's bitch slapping with the guns while
I mean,
shooting
okay,
it.
so I guess we can talk because I just showed it off there. It's a little situational, but one thing they did play up in this game is that depending on where you stand in relation to the enemies, sometimes Dante will do some cool little like gun tricks to shoot in two different directions.
Cool gun tricks and then
Start.
looking like he's bitch slapping his guns.
It's no gunslinger from Devil May Cry 3 and onwards, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyway, if I could just go back a little bit, like you were talking about how you'd be willing to get mad at capture card, and a part of me was half banking on him saying like, nah, you don't have to, because I was gonna be like, well, I could use that capture card because technically, like, I don't know if I ever told the story on the channel before, but ever since I got this new laptop as a birthday gift from my dad, turns out the Diamond is not too compatible with this laptop, so I had to sell it.
I mean, there is also the matter of if the thing will work that well with your laptop in the first place.
Well,
Like, how
it's a
powerful
brand
your
new
laptop
laptop.
is.
Well, it's a brand new laptop. It's one of those it's one of those gamer laptops, so it's built for gaming.
I just now noticed that one dude threw his giant wheel thingy and actually killed the other guy. And geez, not these guys again.
Fucking traitors.
I don't know if I ever talked about this, but the enemy designs are the enemies can be pretty neat, but otherwise they're just kind of just a lot of humanoid figures.
Yeah.
But then there's these dudes.
The goatlings.
I'm just gonna shoot him.
Well, that's pretty much the numero uno strategy in this game. Just shoot till they droop.
Which I'm going to
like,
try to avoid because I know it. Okay, here this is just.
I mean,
fun.
look at that. Look at how much
Yeah.
his health bars whittling
Okay, this
down.
is actually fun now. Hang
yeah,
on.
I was actually thinking back to like, look at this majestic creature of mystical lore. I'm gonna
He's
shoot
dead.
him.
He just falls down like the walrus.
Devil damn it! I was also just thinking back to like this mystical creature with powers unimaginable. I trip him.
Good one.
That sounds
But-
pretty trippy, man.
But so we finally get ourselves something for our devil trigger gauge. We get the ability to fly, like legit fly,
And
not
also-
just glide like in the first game.
And also, much like one thing I actually kind of hate about this series is how the Devil
be
Trigger
just
is
a
the
second.
most. Alright.
Okay.
The Devil's Trigger is the most inconsistent thing in this entire franchise. I don't mean like the actual trigger itself, it's pretty consistent. I mean the fucking appearance of it. Every single game, it's a completely new look for the Devil Trigger.
I guess it depends on what he felt like wearing that day.
And here, for this game, we have Dante turning into Virgil, apparently.
For a little bit. ACDS.
B.
So I'm gonna try. But again, like I was saying, I'm gonna try to avoid just spamming guns everywhere because, like, doesn't really help me. It just kind of makes the game look more dull.
Everyone's done it. Like, it's just. I mean, granted, it's the best way to do things, but sometimes the best things also are the most boring. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look up the game.
And it can also be sort of aggravating sometimes. Like, say if you wanted to treat a run seriously, looking at anyone who speedruns Symphony of the Night.
So I'm gonna look into the background of this game because I don't think we've ever actually talked about like the full development of the game. By the way, this entire segment is just get to the end and defeat a boss. So anyway,
Oh boy.
So looking at this here, yes, as we already mentioned, Kamiya did not work on this. Neither did anybody on his original team.
Yeah.
Little Devils or whatever. Instead, though initially an unidentified director was placed in charge of the project, Capcom was dissatisfied, and with only 4 to 5 months remaining, then they got Hideaki Itsuno to direct it.
Yeah, the current head of the franchise. And, well, I mean, he tried as he could. Like, at least it made the games playable.
Yes.
Yeah. I
But
guess.
then came Devil May Cry 3, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess as you're seeing here, it's actually kind of amazing to see like how far things sometimes haven't always changed. Is what happened with this game is, and I think this actual level we were in is very good proof of that. Their main goal was they wanted to make the game bigger than the first one. They wanted all the environments to be bigger, not just these claustrophobic rooms. But the issue is that when you make these rooms bigger, you got to find things to fill them with, and you can't always fill all your big giant rooms with big Donkey Kong looking dudes.
Nice. Speaking of which,
Hey, yo, look out down below.
What's that from?
It's the Donkey Kong theme song.
Oh, I need to watch that show again.
Honestly, I would not mind having that be a marathon night.
Okay, so which you think was a better like show, the Kirby show or the Donkey Kong
I love
show?
his name, Orangura.
Orangura.
Yeah, I will say.
Arengura.
Oranga snake would like to have a few words.
But just going back to Logan's question, it's kind of a no-brainer Kirby, but I will say I'd be lying if I said I didn't get a bit of enjoyment out of Donkey Kong for both the right and wrong reasons.
I'll say with Donkey Kong they certainly managed to get a lot out of a mostly simple storyline.
By the way, I don't know if anybody else knows, but Orangura is a reference to orangutan and also guerra, which means war in Spanish.
Oh,
It's very like a war.
The Gorilla of War.
So it is the orangutan of war.
Something I see this thing's design from, I'm reminded of. I forget the character's name, but there was like this gorilla character in Bucky O'Hare, and I'm suddenly reminded of that for some reason.
Actually, since you're talking about like Gorilla of War, it just reminds me of the one Flippin' Ding Dong video where it's like, "Well, did you tell Dixie? I did. What'd she say? Something about chasing the feds out of Chickamauga."
Oh my god! And now that I'm looking at it, James, yeah, you're right. He has the same orange color, the underbite.
Yeah.
Look what his name was.
I don't know, actually.
His name is...
The most I remember from that... I mean, I know there was this one guy who commissioned me a long time ago who wanted me to draw every single major character from the game, from the show, with the exception of the villains. And, yeah, I just suddenly remember that creature.
Someone said, I think it's...
Well, you're talking about every character from Bucky O'Hare, right?
Well, from the heroes from the show, anyway.
Okay, because honestly, now that I think about it, it reminds me of something that I find amusing, and I know one certain person has been spamming it quite a bit in our comments. The main villain of that show is voiced by Long John Baldry, and it's an instance of, what if, everyone knows Long John is like the more comedic Eggman from AOSTH, if you're wondering, what do you think it would be like if Long John did a more serious Eggman? Just watch the villain of Bucky Hare and you'll see what it is.
Okay. And I think you're either thinking of Bruce or Bruiser, James.
It might be Bruiser.
But one other thing that I don't like this game for. Oh, jeez, that looks dumb. One other thing that I don't like this game for is enemies will. There are rooms that just enemies will infinitely spawn.
Yeah, that sucks.
This is one of them.
Real quick, I'm sorry if it seems like I'm repeating an old joke. Did I already mention the fact that the orbs in this game look an awful lot like the box art for Bust a Move 2?
Yeah.
I think you did, and I said that at least the red orbs they reminded me of that. Remember that famous like guy says, "Oh, I can recreate this painting of Jesus Christ," and it just looks stupid.
Yeah. No, it was it was an art restoration done.
Yes, art
horribly
restoration.
Wrong.
And it's just.
For some reason, like I'd have to take a look at them. I remember the red ones in the first game looked like Gygus.
Oh.
Gygus has more of a skull.
Let's see what else I can find here.
Also,
Let's see what else I can find.
Something, Logan, just a heads up.
I'll look at that later. Another thing that this game, so looking more into this game's development,
Are you fucking kidding me, by the way? That is the dumbest...
What?
The,
Oh yeah,
the
oh yeah, oh yeah. I
names
guess yeah. James is yeah. Matt actually is now noticing that I hate is this game auto targets me to any enemies nearby, even if I don't face them.
That's not what I noticed, but that is very
But it's bad.
stupid. That is
So I have to
very-
kill these guys and quickly get to the door before anyone else spawns, so I can. Just let me break the door.
That is
Anyway,
stupid.
what was the thing you were questioning earlier, Matt?
The fucking
for it.
names of the combos are goddamn stupid in this game.
Don't worry.
Yeah, are you ready? Don't worry. God damn it.
I can break the door.
At first, instead of "Are you ready?" I thought you said like "Oh,
nice.
Daddy."
Yeah, I'll take that. So I'll take that holy water. Nice.
Are you ready? No, I'm not ready to dance.
Are you ready?
Aye,
Let's see
aye,
what else I got
Captain.
here. Let's see what else I can find here. The emphasis of puzzles was also downplayed with the camera system revamped to allow for better action scenes, which I do like that the camera isn't always fixed. That does help more in places like these. Because it would have sucked otherwise.
For some reason, I just love like the heavy drop from certain angles. It's like he just like, alright.
Apparently, the addition of Lucia was a response to players complaining that you couldn't play as Trish in the first game.
Which is funny
I can see
considering that isn't there a way you can unlock Trish in this game?
In this game?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe
Let
there
me
is.
see.
I do remember
Let me
that
see.
Trish is in the game. I forget how you unlock her though.
Looking it up. Oh yeah, there's a Trish hard mode.
Ah.
Let me see. Let me look this up here. Trish appears as a secret character which can be unlocked by beating hard mode with Dante, or by inputting the following code while you have a cold. Hold L3
On a Tuesday.
hold L3 and R3, and
But
then
only
hit
when the sun
L1
is
and
out.
R2. So push in the left and right analog sticks. Hold L1 and R2 until you hear a sound. She can be used in both Dante's and Lucia's missions, and Devil May Cry 4 also kind of explains this, but yeah, for some reason after the events of Devil May Cry 1, Dante just kind of gave Trish Sparta to hang on to.
Honestly, it makes sense in that game, but in 5...
Alright, Mom, I want you to hold this and don't get any paint on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we got ourselves a new power-up because, not gonna lie, I don't like how this game does some of the Devil Trigger powers, but it's a change. So this game, the way they change it is, you don't get different. Oh, wrong thing. Hit that option button. There we go. So the way that they handle it is, unlike this game, as you've already no doubt noticed, this game doesn't really have new weapons. You'll just get new swords.
Yeah.
They completely removed devil weapons until 3 fixed that crap real fast. So in this game, the way that
Can
you
we
swap
just say
out
that
Devil Trigger.
everybody who worked on this game learned their lesson?
Oh yeah, I think
I'd say
everybody. I would say that, Matt, until Nintendo decided to charge full $20 price for it. Well, I don't
know
think
if
this
I
is
should blame Nintendo. If we should blame Nintendo.
I feel that's more Capcom.
Showtime.
Than
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go, Matt. That at least makes sense.
I mean, honestly, I
Showtime.
just think it's kind of.
It's showtime. Yeah, no.
You can say Showtime.
No, Showtime at least makes sense instead of "Are you okay?" God fucking, that's so stupid.
I mean, I would have preferred Jackpot, but there's no way you can really do that.
Well, how could... Well, first
Sasspot.
off, like... I was about to say, first off, are you okay? It's like, he stole something from Terry, I see.
Okay, use Devil Trigger and use your super speed.
Or no, "Are you ready?" That was it. It was stupid.
Okay, it's like, you want to see me run to that door
Super
and back?
speed. Roll. There we go. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, so yeah, the way they do it is your amulet controls everything with your Devil Trigger. So that's how you swap out flying versus super fast speed,
Hey, I hope
elemental
nothing happens to
abilities.
that amulet down the line, boy howdy.
Nothing happens to this amulet, fortunately.
Flashy.
Wait, really? Okay,
What
I
the
can't
heck?
remember if
Oh,
it's this game or
no.
another game. By the way, I love how fucking unceremoniously these bosses show up. Like instead
Well,
of,
yeah, we can talk.
Like-
Yeah, we can talk about that. This game has, I want to say, like
remember the
real
big
talk.
build up for fucking
Phantom,
Phantom and all that?
Griffin.
Like this giant lava scorpion spider thing falls
can
from
talk.
the ceiling from a cutscene, whereas this is just like, well, hi.
It's just here.
You wandered in.
Hey, do
Oh,
you
geez,
know
poison.
do you know any shortcut I can take to get to Arby's?
Hey, by the way, Matt, I know Vinny already said this, but how do you like this dying animation for the tentacles?
That is so
You?
stupid. I hate it.
It just disappeared in a puff of bubbles.
But yeah, anyway, so this boss, anyways, yeah, so I think we've talked about this, and if not, I'm bringing it up now. This game, realistically, nuts. Okay, so the guy killed the tentacles, otherwise, oh jeez. So, this game realistically has, like, 3 to 4 times as many bosses as Devil May Cry 1,
And
like,
they
in
all
terms of, like, their variety.
suck.
They don't, okay, not all of them suck, but a lot of them just are not memorable.
Yeah.
They just
Like,
they're just there.
I'm always gonna remember Phantom, Griffin, and Nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, they
Even
were
the-
and Nightmare because they were like the only ones that were
Right.
they were really the only bosses beyond
Because they had and they had somewhat personalities. I could tell
Yeah.
what was going on with them.
I
And,
mean,
like,
kinda,
fuck,
yeah.
Fuck, not only do we remember them, Devil May Cry 5 most certainly remembered them.
Yeah.
Especially Griffin. I fucking love Griffin in that game.
How Griffin just kind of became Iago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, well here's another rhyme for ya. Just get this over quick, because killing ain't my shtick!
I know, he's great. We'll get to that game eventually. That's what we're all working up to, because
Damn
I've
it,
seen
now,
5.
Now I just want some. I know it'll probably never happen, but I just want to see Gilbert Gottfried recite Griffin's lines from the first game.
Wash
your
your hands, Dante. I want a cheese sandwich.
Let's see what else I can find here.
Actually,
change from the first
if you want, James, I could see if Tanook would be able to like do that.
Does he do?
No, he does a good-
How good is his Gottfried impression?
I'd like to think it's passable. I could double check with them.
All right.
Yeah, show us some examples of it.
Hold on,
Well, I can't right now. We're in the middle of something.
I'm going
Well,
to
later,
try.
later.
Hold on.
There we go.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to read the new Griffin line, one of them, which is kind of the one I said.
Okay.
Okay, Shakespeare, just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of these demons quick, 'cause killing them ain't my shtick.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, again, we will get to that game eventually. We have a long way to go before then, but
Ooh,
oh,
shotgun.
cool!
Wait, and-
Frickin' A, the frickin' coyote is here.
And last one, really quick. Hold on. This is the original. This is from the original Griffin, by the way. You! Are you the human, the son of Sparta, who challenges the darkness Mundus?
Yes, that is me. Also, Matt, what is my score?
Fuck if I care. It's Devil May Cry 2.